Welcome to Behind the Mic with AudioFile magazine. I'm Jo Reed. Alex Richey is with me. She's here for the whole week. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
So we're talking about audiobooks, obviously. And what book do you want to start your week off with?
I would like to start with The River Has Roots by Amal El-Mohtar, read by Carmella. This is an audiobook novella.
And she's a Hugo Award winner, correct? Co-author of This Is How You Lose the Time War.
Yes, she wrote that with Max Gladstone. That was one I was desperate to read a while ago. I haven't gotten to it yet, but all of my librarian friends swear by that one.
And this is her first solo outing.
Yes. And it seems like we can expect more to come because this one also featured a sneak preview of a short story that's going to come out in a collection that she intends to publish eventually, that I am holding my breath to listen to when it comes out.
Okay, so tell me about The River Has Roots.
Sure. So, this is an audiobook about two sisters that sing to the enchanted willow trees in their forest. The willow trees conjugate magic, which is called grammar, that travels down the magical river that comes from Arcadia. And the older sister, Esther, is pursued by a very greedy man. He wants to marry her, but he's really more interested in her land and the magic that it contains. But Esther's more interested in the shape shifting Arcadian Rin. And the man is very upset by this, as you can imagine. And he forcibly separates the sisters on opposite sides of the river. But nothing can stop the bond between these two. And probably the best part about this audiobook is that it features music made by the author and her sister. You also get singing by the author and her sister, and also by the narrator, Carmella. You get a lot of sound effects like rain, the rushing river, nature noises. This is definitely one where the audiobook elevates the novel to a whole new level.
So it sounds like a fairy tale.
It's a lot like a fairy tale meets a murder ballad.
Oh, okay. Then tell me about Carmella, who's the narrator.
Carmella has this great, wondrous approach to the audiobook, kind of like just this world full of magic. And I really, really enjoyed that about her performance, but she's also just a really fantastic singer.
Well, why don't we hear a little? Will we have singing in this too?
We will get some sound effects and some singing by the author in the background of this clip. So, this clip is Esther singing to the willows right before she meets the Arcadian Rin for the first time.
Okay. This is an excerpt from The River Has Roots. It's by Amal El-Mohtar and read by Carmella.
It was so loud and dreadful that Esther began singing to drown it out. The false night on the road. A riddle song with a tune somewhere between jaunty and mournful, just as she liked them. By the end of the first verse, the hail melted to heavy rain. By the end of the second verse, the rain began to taper off. By the end of the third verse, the storm fell away like an unclasped cloak, and late afternoon light glistened on the wet granite like grammar. She finished the song. It always felt wrong to begin a song without ending it, and stepped out from beneath the shelter.
Oh, this is both enchanting and immersive.
Absolutely. I really liked that about it.
It's like it really is meant to be heard.
Yes, you really need to be listening to this one.
I love her voice.
I wish we could have a clip with her singing as well, because her singing voice is just as beautiful as her narrating voice.
So this is something that just kind of will sweep you along. Is it good for younger listeners too? I don't mean little kids, but like, young adults?
I think that the narration is approached a lot like how children's fantasy is, with that tone of wonder. I do think that children are capable of listening and enjoying. I think that young people would probably find the narration style really approachable because it's similar to how middle grade fantasy books are approached by their narrators.
Okay. That was The River Has Roots by Amal El-Mohtar, read by Carmella. That is a great way to start your week, I think.
Absolutely. It did win an Earphones Award, so I hope it gets a lot more listeners.
Oh, I'm definitely on it, and it's short.
Yeah, I listened to it twice. I had such a good time with this audiobook.
Okay, this sounds great. I'm taking a car trip this week. I am definitely putting that on my playlist. Thank you so much for this suggestion.
Absolutely. I'm happy to help.
Support for Behind the Mic comes from Dreamscape, an award-winning audiobook publisher with a catalog that includes authors Viet Tong Nguyen, Frida McFadden, and Katie Robert. Discover your next great listen at dreamscapepublishing.com. If you like Behind the Mic, leave us a rating and don't forget to follow us on the platform of your choice. I'm Jo Reed. I'll talk to you tomorrow.